covering all your local high school football games with highlights and scores. Now, Football Friday, brought to you by Alabama Credit Union.
And good evening, everybody, and welcome into week number 6 of WVUA 23's Football Friday, presented by Alabama Credit Union. Visit alabamacu.com to learn more. Alabama Credit Union, loans for real life. We're loaded tonight with highlights from 14 high school football games, including our game of the week between 6-0 Northridge and 4-1 Hillcrest in Class 6A Region 4. Here we go out to Northridge. The Jags hosting the Patriots. First drive of the game, and that man for Hillcrest, Ethan Crawford, going to make some noise. Watch this. Nearly goes down several different times. I know nobody remembers Condridge Holloway from way back in the day in the early 70s at Tennessee, but that's what he looked like right there. He breaks free and finds Terrence Callaway. That's just great defense, but you got to get him on the ground. That sets up the first touchdown of the half for the Patriots. Now, later, Crawford again, deep ball, right on target inside the 5, and from there, it's Crawford to Callaway. He juggles it, but pulls it in from 3 yards out, 14-0 Hillcrest in the first quarter. Second quarter, Crawford to Callaway again. I mean, the kid's special. There's not anything else you can say. I mean, look at that. And that's a great grab, too, by Callaway. Sets up a Crawford quarterback sneak. Hillcrest up 28-0 at the half, and it was their night. Northridge is having a great year, but it was all Patriots night. Ethan Crawford, one of the top sophomore quarterbacks in the country. You saw why right there in those highlights. 49-21, the Patriots take down the Jaguars in our Football Friday game of the week. Tuscaloosa County High School homecoming tonight, hosting Gadsden City in a Class 7A Region 3 matchup. Gadsden City started the scoring. Quarterback Brady Troop, a nice throw and a nice grab by wide receiver Jaquan Woods. TCHS, though, would bounce right back. Connor White gets it to Damian Taylor, and that's always a good idea because Damian Taylor, who was the homecoming king, gets the touchdown, and just all gas, no brakes from Taylor tonight as he finds the seam and turns on the Jets. He's committed to Troy, you know. Wildcats up 13-7 in the second, but within just a minute of that play, Troop finds Jaquan Woods again. Gadsden City led 14-13 at the half, but let's show you the good news from Northport tonight. A homecoming victory for the Wildcats. Big region win. Tuscaloosa County High gets it done, 26-23 the final. Class 6A Region 4, Brookwood hosting McAdory this evening. Number 14 quarterback Kobe Humphreys rolls right on 4th and goal and tosses it to Jacob Smithson. The PAT no good. McAdory was leading 7-0. Now it's 7-6. Yellow Jackets quarterback Cameron Shepard, though, running around and getting it to Javante Gray, who gets it into the end zone. McAdory leads 20-6. Then it's Shepard to Miles Burton, wide open in the end zone. Yellow Jackets add to their lead, and then Shepard to Harris, Cameron Harris over the middle. Yellow Jackets up 35-6, and as we check out the final tonight, all McAdory this evening as they win it 35-13 over the Brookwood Panthers. Class 4A Region 3, Holt visiting American Christian tonight here in Tuscaloosa. And the Patriotic Patriots taking the field, and Brandon Waller is having a heck of a year, and he just pushes it into the end zone. ACA up 7-0. And the Pats keep it going. Cam Jeffrey on the other end of that pass. Patriots up 13-0. Not much going for the Ironmen in this one. The ACA cheerleaders high flying. And we're going to get another long ball to Kamari Lassiter. Boy, they got some talent. He gets it down to the 1. Waller will take it in from there. ACA up 20-0, and the Patriots take it over the Ironmen tonight by the final score of 54-19. Well, still to come on WVUA 23's Football Friday. Class 7A top-ranked Thompson welcomed in legendary coach Buddy Anderson, and Vestavia Hills for the final time tonight for Coach Anderson against Thompson. But up next, the Northside Rams travel to Fayette this evening to take on another legendary coach, Walden Tucker, and the Fayette County Tigers. Highlights are straight ahead on WVUA 23's Football Friday, presented by Alabama Credit Union.
We're the Brookwood cheerleaders, and you're watching Football Friday.
The Brookwood Wildcats cheerleaders, presented by Pool and Patio Center, welcome us back into Football Friday on WVUA 23. I'm Gary Harris. Northside head coach Chris Hilliker has already announced that this will be his last season. He's retiring at the end of the school year. Meanwhile, Fayette County's Walden Tucker came out of retirement to coach the Tigers this season. Tonight, the two clubs met up in Fayette. Let's take you to the ball game there, and the Tigers coming out. Man, look at that big helmet they've got there to come running out of. Opening drive, a fumble recovered by Christian Ramirez of the Rams. Northside quarterback Braden Green with the 1-yard touchdown run. They go for two, and the 2-point conversion by Wes Maluda is good. Northside on top, 8-0 over Fayette County. Fayette County returns the favor with a 70-yard touchdown pass. Lewis Cannon, what a grab. He streaks down the sideline. Safety a little late getting over. 2-point conversion failed. Northside still leads 8-6. Fayette County would onside kick it here, or somewhat similar to that. Yeah, and they get on top of it and did not get any points out of that, though. Let's go to the scoreboard and check it out. And it is Northside. Big win tonight on the road over Fayette County, 21-6. AISA action. Tuscaloosa Academy played host to Pike Liberal Arts this evening. A little smoke there at TA as well. Late first quarter, Pike's Scott Renfro hits a 20-yard field goal to put the Patriots up 3-0. Second quarter, TA driving down the field, but the ball is going to be picked off by Javon Christian, giving it back to Pike Liberal Arts, and that would set up a drive and a 2-yard touchdown run by Cade Renfro to give the visitors a 17-7 lead. Near the end of the second quarter, Pike trying to get on the board again, but TA says not so fast. Pressure on the quarterback always leads to good plays for the defense. He throws it up, and Jack Standifer says, I'm just hanging out down here, waiting for that ball. Good play by TA, but not enough tonight. Pike Liberal Arts over TA by the final score of 34-7. More AISA action. Pickens Academy at Southern Academy. What a rivalry. Down in Greensboro tonight, the Cougs. John Tennell scrambles, but finds the wrong guy. As Pickens Academy, Devin Wilkins gets the interception for the Pirates. But still, it would be Southern Academy that would strike first. Trent Barley goes up the middle for the touchdown to make it 7-0. Pickens Academy, Aiden Johnson on a little crossing route to Caleb Robbins, and Robbins right past our camera streaks into the end zone, 55 yards. Still, though, it was 21-6 Southern Academy, and then Tennell will throw it deep to Campbell Webb, who gets it into the end zone, 28-6 at half, and the Cougs roll over the Pirates tonight. Big rivalry win for Southern Academy, 41-13. 8-man Alabama Christian Association football. Tuscaloosa Christian hosting Victory Christian from over in Mississippi just before the half. Luke Jones for the Warriors of Tuscaloosa Christian scores, and TCS goes for the 2-point conversion and gets it. Second half, Triton Chandler with a play. And Victory Christian is going to come up with the catch there for the touchdown. But that was their only touchdown. Tuscaloosa Christian gets it done tonight. Big win over in Cottondale, 38-8 was the final score. Up in Walker County this evening, Cordova hosting Wenonah. The Blue Devils and the Dragons. Wenonah started out strong as number 21, Tyler Woods, is going to get it into the end zone. That would put the Dragons up 7-0, and Wenonah would get the win tonight, 28-17. 21 over Cordova. A full moon in Oakman was good for the Wildcats, hosting Susan Moore. And it is Barry Odoms hitting John Raitt for a long gain in this one. After failing to score, though, Susan Moore gets the ball, and Caden Marchbanks with the pickoff for Oakman. Marchbanks then is going to show you that he can do it on offense as well, as he's going to make a long run to set up the touchdown. Derek Hubbard on the receiving end. And as we check out the final in this one, Oakman rolls tonight over Susan Moore at home, 33-7. All right, still to come on WVUA 23's Football Friday, our high school band of the week. But first, the top-ranked Class 7A Thompson Warriors were at home tonight in Alabaster against Buddy Anderson in Vestavia. We'll have the highlights when we return to Football Friday, presented by Alabama Credit Union.
We're the Shelby County Wildcats, and we love Football Fridays.
Thank you, kind Shelby County cheerleaders, for that. As we come back into Football Friday on WVUA 23, I'm Gary Harris, and let's keep it rolling with Vestavia Hills at Thompson. Thompson, #1 defending Class 7A state champions, at home tonight. And this is how you get lit. Opening kickoff, Vestavia kicking to Thompson, and Ryan Pickens takes the kick, breaks a couple of tackles, maneuvers past another one or two would-be tacklers, and then he is gone. 99-yard kickoff return, 7-0. Thompson starts the game with a bang. Thompson next series, Sam Reynolds finds room. And Vines gets it into the end zone. Warriors lead 14-0. Vestavia can't get anything going offensively. Tony Mitchell wraps up the Rebels ball carrier for a loss, but Vestavia Hills does get into the end zone late in the second quarter. Bryant Agee picks his way across, but there wouldn't be much more offense for Vestavia. Let's check out the final. Thompson wins it tonight, stays unbeaten, 38-9 the final. Spain Park at Oak Mountain tonight. The Jags, a must-win situation at Oak Mountain to stay in the Region 3, Class 7A Region 3 playoff chase. A great opening drive for the Eagles, though. Oak Mountain's Judah Tate powers in from 3 yards out. Eagles up 7-0. 4th and 6, Evan Smith throwing for it to Mark Johnson. 29-yard touchdown, 14-0. The Jags would get a field goal, but then it's Smith flicking it to Johnson, and the Eagles are rolling 20-3. Jags, though, trying to come back. Bennett Meredith to Cooper Kelly. Great throw and catch. 17-yard touchdown, 20-10. Titus Tucker in at quarterback for Oak Mountain, and he knows the deal. He hit Smith for a 42-yard touchdown. Oak Mountain tonight as we check out the final. Wow. They opened up a can on Spain Park. 48-17 the final. Hoover at Hewitt-Trussville. What a game this was. 3-0 Hoover, but here come the Huskies. Quarterback K. Caruth will keep it for the touchdown. Hewitt led 7-3. Second quarter, Hoover strikes. Josh Lundy to Malik Thomas, 10-7 Bucks. This was a back-and-forth affair. Hewitt now on offense, and Armani Goodwin, the Auburn commitment, will take the handoff, and just nothing fancy here. Didn't try to trick him. He just busted up the middle. Then he's got the speed to get it into the end zone. 47 yards, 14-10 Hewitt led. So we check out the final. What a game. Hoover, though, pulls it out on the road at Hewitt-Trussville, 29-28. Staying in Birmingham, Ramsey hosting Carver in a battle of the Rams. Ramsey scores in the first minute of the game. McHorris Cook takes it in for a 7-0 lead. Carver, though, has a few tricks up its sleeve. How about a double reverse pass? Ladarius Camp has a man wide open. It worked. Those plays don't always work, but that one does. 67 yards. It was 7-6 Ramsey. Deja vu. Cook with another short touchdown for Ramsey to make it 13-6. A couple future Division I defenders in tow on the next drive. Alabama commitment Tim Keenum scoops up the loose ball. That big man can run. And then on 4th down, Jeremiah Williams, also being recruited by schools, gets the sack. Let's go to the scoreboard. Ramsey rolls tonight. They got a good football team, 50-12 over Carver. Well, 14 games worth of highlights are in the books, but we aren't done with our high school coverage. We'll have our Band of the Week and find out how your favorite team did this evening when we bring you our complete Football Friday scoreboard. That's coming up right after this timeout. The Thompson High School Warriors Marching Band is our Band of the Week. Welcome back to Football Friday on WVUA 23. That song, by the way, was Can't Hold Us by Macklemore and Lewis. It's time now to check in on all the Football Friday scores. Let's go to the Football Friday scoreboard and run them down for you. Tough loss for Central tonight on the road at Shelby County. They fall. The Falcons do 17-14. Bryant, though, with a big win at Bessemer City. Paul Bryant, 12-0. Sipsey Valley falls at Marbury, 35-10. And Berry easily over Lynn in a shutout, 36-0. Pickens County wins at Brilliant, 26-13. Lamar County nips Aliceville, 19-18. Hubbardville, no problems with South Lamar tonight, 47-8. West Blockton loses a heartbreaker at home to Montevallo, 29-28. Haleyville wins at Hamilton, 27-18. Briarwood Christian takes down Shades Valley, 42-19. Homewood wins at Huffman, 15-8. Pelham goes down to Wetumpka and wins 34-18. J.B. Pennington over Carbon Hill tonight, 35-12, and it was Winfield winning at Vinemont, 28-18, the final score. Well, that puts a wrap on our high school coverage, but we still have more Football Friday on the way. Coming up, Texas A&M head coach Jimbo Fisher is impressed with what he's seen from Alabama quarterback Mac Jones. I'll have the story next when Football Friday continues here on WVUA 23. Thank you, Sipsey Valley cheerleaders, and thank you, Pool and Patio Center, for sponsoring our cheerleaders each week here on Football Friday. I'm Gary Harris, and let's talk Bama and A&M. Texas A&M head coach Jimbo Fisher is well aware of the NFL caliber talent on the Alabama offense. He noted the first-round receivers the Crimson Tide had last year and how this year's roster is more of the same. There's also dynamic running back Najee Harris to contend with as well. But it all starts with the trigger man, fourth-year junior quarterback Mac Jones.
Well coached, knows what he's doing, very accurate, very good quarterback, very productive, makes great decisions, accuracy down the ball, got really good wideouts, and he gets the ball down the field to him, dumps it off good, really has a good feel for what they're doing, can even scramble when he has to and make plays, but he's a guy who sits there and makes decisions and is very accurate with the ball and is played. When he's played for them, he's done very well, throws the ball down the field well.
And Mac Jones and the Alabama offense will be tested by a Texas A&M defense that, according to Alabama head coach Nick Saban, has size, speed, athleticism, and experience.
Well, you know, they got very talented guys. They have really good, big, up front guys that are athletic, can move, can get off blocks and run. Their linebackers can really, really run. Their secondary is really, really aggressive, especially their safeties. Their corners can cover very well. You know, they got a talented team. They've got a good scheme. They've got a good defensive coordinator who does a great job, I think, scheme-wise. Now these guys have been in this system for a few years. You know, they make a lot of plays. They're talented, and they make a lot of plays.
And Alabama and Texas A&M will kick the ball off shortly after 2:30 tomorrow afternoon on CBS. Join William Galloway tomorrow night for a complete game wrap-up on WVUA 23 News at 10. Well, Georgia hosts Auburn for the 125th meeting in the Deep South's oldest rivalry on Saturday night. Considering the 10-game season and little room for error in the race to get a college football playoff berth, this game could have massive implications for both teams as it relates to the SEC and national landscape. Considering the unusual offseason and shortened 2020 schedule, the stakes are even higher for this annual battle, which is being played much earlier than in the past.
They've recruited well. They've got really good players, top 10 team in the country. So it should be a great ball game, great atmosphere. Certainly wish we could have 93,000 there, but we won't be able to do that. So we'll do the best we can with the crowd we got, and we'll need them to be loud.
Yeah, it's a unique year. I mean, there's no doubt about that, and I think everybody's learning as they go, but I do expect it to be loud. I do expect it to be loud over there, and we'll have to be able to adjust to that.
Well, that's going to wrap it up for week number 6 of Football Friday here on WVUA 23. Thanks to Alabama Credit Union and Pool and Patio Center for their support. Tomorrow morning at 11 a.m., it's Crimson Tide Kickoff, live from the University of Alabama campus. Join the CTKO crew for a complete Texas A&M and Alabama preview. And for all your weekend sports, join William Galloway Saturday and Sunday nights on WVUA 23 News at 10. I'm Gary Harris. For all of us here at Football Friday, have a good night and a great weekend. Roll Tide, everybody.